first name is?
Oh, sorry, I'm Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric.
Yep. I'm Jane's. So Jane had 3 kids. She had my dad, who's Glenn, and then Arn is this. So they're all 3 boys. Arn is the second one down. He also lives on Guaymas still. And then Gary, and Gary passed away probably 10 or 15 years ago.
Okay.
Before Grandma Jane outlived Gary.
Okay. Now Jane Veal.
Jane Reed, yeah, Jane Veal Reed.
All right, now that's who I remember.
That's Grandma.
Yeah, that's Grandma. Okay,
Yeah.
Jane.
Yeah. So yeah, they moved here in the 40s, in 1946, I believe, and they were in the Grandpa Allen Bill. He was in the military and stationed at Woodby, and then they moved over here and bought the farm on the island sight unseen in 46.
And he was selling real estate?
He sold real estate. He also taught at the, yeah, that's right. And he also taught at the high school. He taught keyboarding, and he taught, what was the other one? Keyboarding, I know he taught that, but I think he was a meteorologist. I believe he had his master's degree in meteorology.
Oh.
And anyway, I never knew him. He died in 71. And then Grandma and Murray got married in, I think, about 75.
Oh, okay.
And but yeah, it's nice to meet you. So I'll just kind of introduce the conversation, I suppose. So I'm Eric Veal, and I'm the current president of the Guaymas Island Historical Society. And why don't you tell us who you are? What's your name?
Joanne Nashem.
Yep. And what brought you to Guaymas when?
It was probably in last of the 50s or beginning of the 60s, something like that.
Yep.
And by the ferry dock, one block west.
And where were you born?
I was born in Yakima, Washington.
Okay.
1927. I'm
What-
98 years old.
Yep. When's your birthday?
February 20th.
Okay. Very good.
Well, it was really the 19th on the birth certificate, so that really made problems for all my life because Mother said it was always the 20th.
Yeah.
And we celebrate that. And then when it started having Social Security and all that,
Yeah.
on the birth certificate it says 19th, my birth, and my driver's license says the 20th.
Yeah.
So I always have to tell them it's either 19th or the 20th.
Around that time, somewhere
So-
near there.
So confusing.
Yeah. So I guess what do you hope to say on camera today, or what do you want to communicate?
Oh, I didn't know what you had in mind.
Yeah, so this is a part of our oral histories program, so you can tell stories about Guaymas, if there's favorite memories, or what brought your family here, why you guys are here, or you could just tell your life story.
I'm gonna have to hesitate on some words now. Like I said, I'm not doing very well on remembering names and so forth.
Well, just tell stories, whatever you want to communicate. We can just chat for a little while, and you know, the purpose is to kind of me to get to know you and you to get to know me, but really it's kind of your time.
You kind of put it together then later on, or?
Yeah, it's so we're recording this now, and we can just kind of, you know, keep the good parts and the good nuggets, and it's just a record for the annals.
Okay, so it won't be in books or anything?
No, nothing like that. And there is a sign-in kind of form as far as like where you are kind of giving it to us as a group for the history.
I was kind of waiting if I should tell all those stories. I might someday want the kids to know, you know. Yeah,
I mean, definitely, you know, probably edit yourself to a degree. I mean, this is kind of for history, so it's probably, you know, again, the story you want to tell, or what you want to be remembered, and that kind of stuff.
Well, okay, well, I'll probably hesitate a lot.
That's okay. That sounds good.
I could have been more prepared, but
that's okay.
Didn't think that.
You're prepared enough. You've been
I
preparing
thought maybe
for.
You'd just be asking me questions.
Yeah, I mean, we could do it like highly structured like that. I guess I'd rather just chat and just see where we go, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if I can read my writing.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I hope so. Okay. Well, I kind of, I guess I can. I kind of didn't have these in order.
That's okay. Let's just talk. Let's go.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right, well, darn it, I have to wear my glasses, I think, with that. Okay. Well, let's see. I didn't know if you want me to rent it or just tell my stories.
Yeah, just if you want to tell stories, totally fine.
Yeah.
Again, just happy to chat and just kind of see where it goes. So
Okay.
just whatever feels good.
Okay, well, Mr. Veal, I didn't know his first name. I couldn't remember his first name.
His real name, his given name was Alan, and I think he went by Bill.
Bill, okay.
Yeah, and that's my grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
And I never met him. He died in '71.
Yeah, oh, he was a wonderful guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had so many stories to tell about Guimas, and he he let me know that they were going to approve of us coming. Apparently, they had not a clan, but a group that they controlled Guimas.
Oh, really?
Oh, I think so.
That doesn't surprise me.
The way he talked.
Yeah.
He asked me a lot of questions about us, and it was kind of crazy how he asked us all these questions about us and so forth. And then he'd say, "Well, there's no doubt they'll approve of you."
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't quite understand that.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny, but
Our culture is still a little bit like that. I know we're very kind of, I think, self-policing. You know, I think,
Oh.
I don't know how the Guimas culture works today exactly,
yeah.
but
Well, anyway,
it's-
he was, apparently had a group that they kind of controlled.
wow.
But it was funny because, like, I remember when they, let's see, I wanted to buy a property, and anyway, he was showing me because he wanted to show me, and there were about 4 or 5 places on the island for sale, and they were all so nice and quiet and beautiful scenery. And you know, Tony, where she lives, she has Mount Baker, and very nice. That's what he was showing me, all these different places that had beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
And I wasn't too impressed.
Yeah.
And he said, well, isn't there something here? And I said, no, haven't you got something that has more interesting, more activity?
Oh, yeah, downtown area.
And he said, well, I do have one, but you're not going to like it. And I said, oh, well, where is it? He said, by the ferry dock. And I said, show me.
Uh-huh.
And I immediately got it.
That's the one. And to you, it just feels like being closer to people.
Type A.
Yeah.
And very active.
Yep.
And so I like that with the ferry going and the people going. And
Yeah.
like he said, the biggest ships in the world come in front of your house.
Yeah.
And so that's how I ended up.
In the action. You like to be in the action.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm still like it.
And were you were a neighbor of Bob Mengesdorf?
Yes.
Was he there before you?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And Bob Benjadorf was very likable.
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
Helpful and
Yeah.
so forth. And he said that he, as a young man, helped build my husband's grandparents' house up the way.
Okay.
And I didn't know them, of course. But
Yep.
after we were married, Norm had they've passed away, and they wanted to sell a place. And my gosh, it was on the market for months and years. Nobody wanted to buy it. It was, and because it was activity, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't a beautiful view.
Yeah.
And so he finally sold it. But anyway, I didn't know them, but I don't know why they were even there.
Yeah. Who were your kind of closest friends on Guimas?
Dr. Hood.
Yeah.
He's the one. Have you heard of him?
I think it's, yeah, I do know the name.
He was
Connie.
a
Yeah.
psychiatrist from Yakima, and he was let's see, he was interested in scuba diving. He had a place here. And my husband and there were about 4 or 5 guys were interested in scuba diving, and they formed a little group there. They were instructors. And Connie invited us over all the time to Guimas. So we would rent a place, like from Ashback,
Yep.
up on the, and then the kids just loved that place up there up on the beach,
Yeah.
that North Beach, across the street. And they,
Yep.
you know, that was all just wonderful.
Yeah.
There weren't very many houses. And,
Yeah.
And
When was the first time you came to Guimas? Like what year would you say, or what age?
well, I was with Dr. Hood.
Yeah.
Probably in the 50s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
And they were all into scuba diving.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all I know about the island.
Yeah.
I can tell you all about that.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it. I was a babysitter. I had
Okay.
my kids were
Yeah.
probably 3 and 4 and
Yeah.
6 and
Yeah.
8 and 12.
And you had 5 kids before you got together with Norm, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was Joanne Ernst.
Yep.
And when I was 17, I was going to a private school in Walla Walla. And my boyfriend got home on furlough, and he wanted to get married, and my folks kind of didn't like the idea, but I promised I'd go on to school as long as he was gone. And I was 17, so I was married when I was 17. Well, the school didn't take me after that,
Wow.
so I had to go to public
Because
school.
you were married?
Yeah.
Wow, that was like against the rules?
Yeah.
Wow, no married people allowed.
So I had, so I graduated in Yakima High, and anyway, he came home after a few years, and then we started a family. I had 1 son, and then I had 1 girl, and about 2 days, I think, after I had the baby, he was killed he was in an accident, and so anyway, he was in an accident for about 3 or 4 days, but he died. So I had a newborn baby, and that was my ideal family. It was a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
So then folks sent me back up to Yakima, and then I met on a blind date a Frenchman, and he was over here to learn to fly helicopters.
Okay.
And from France, his folks wanted to start a helicopter business on there, so they sent him over here, and he was in the service, a Spitfire pilot, and he, anyway, we were going together and got married, and then he learned to fly he learned to do that, and then he couldn't get a license because he wasn't a citizen.
Oh, wow.
And so anyway, later on we got married, and so then he started ranching. He knew nothing about ranching, but, my father started him, and well, to show how he was so naive. We liked to dance, or I did, and we would go out every Saturday nights was our night to go out with my babysitter and so forth. So that was kind of a funny story.
That's good.
Didn't know. But anyway, he did very well. He was, he ended up getting citizenship. And then he didn't have a family and never been married, and it was important to carry the family. And so he wanted a boy to carry on the family name. And so it took me 3 times before I got the boy.
Yeah, exactly.
And now it doesn't matter because they're all dead over there. And,
Yeah.
and they lived in a small chateau in France, and it was quite interesting. We used to go back and see them. And so that took care of I gave you 5 kids.
Yeah. Where are your kids today?
Tonya's on the island, and I have 1 girl in Oregon, and my other daughter's in Yakima, They're all unmarried.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they either lost their husbands and
Yeah.
they're all widows. And let's see, what else? Oh, the boy, I lost my son. He died of cancer a few years ago. And my youngest son is buying the house for me.
Okay.
So he's in. You're gonna like him.
Yeah. Nice. That's
Yeah,
great.
you're gonna like him.
That's good.
He's done quite well, and got the boat in the butt.
Ah.
He's waiting to get in the water.
Ready to have fun.
Yeah.
Ready to go fishing.
He had an operation on his arm, and he can't. Supposed to use it till August 1st, a rotor in.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's just ready to go fishing.
Yeah. And is he on the island full time now?
Huh?
Is he on the island full time now?
No, he lives in Yakima.
Okay,
and
but
he comes up there.
I see.
In the summer, he's up here a lot.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And,
What's the biggest change you've noticed on the island in your time here? What's the biggest change you've noticed on the island?
well, the ferry, of course.
A new
That really
ferry.
made it-
You were here before.
Yeah.
You were here before the current ferry, right? You were here with the
Oh,
Almar
yeah,
days.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
fact, when, Connie, when, we were up here so much, and we were renting from Ashback, and
Yeah.
then I think from Jane, we did on the water,
Mm.
where she was,
Mm.
the West Beach, and, anyway, we spent so much time, and we had a big boat, and, we had it across, we bought, a space across the, and, anyway, so that, we lived in it for a while we were adding on the house. We had to add on the house because we decided to move over here.
Yep.
So it was a little two-room house, and then
Yeah.
we decided we liked it up there. So,
Yeah.
and anyway, we did fine. The neighbors were good, except of course the one on the corner, the Indians.
Oh, right. They're interesting. The Wootons.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're still in that house. It looks pretty run down.
We
I
were-
think somebody still lives in that house. It's
Yeah,
pretty run down.
He's a kind of a recluse.
Yeah.
Or something. But anyway, when the parents lived there, that's when we moved in there.
Yeah.
And when we started living there, it was kind of, first night we wanted to have a fire in the fireplace. It was getting cold. So I told Norm, well, we don't have any wood. And he said, well, I'll go out and get some. So he went out and he got some wood on the place, and then he went farther up to the ferry dock.
Mhm.
And boy, the shotgun, and
Wow. It's crazy.
boy, he said, you get off my property, and he said, I'm ready to shoot you.
Wow.
If I ever see you over here again, I'll...
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Wow. He was on the beach, or like?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's amazing.
apparently he was, we were told that he was a veteran, and
Yeah.
he went crazy a little
Yeah.
bit. But that was the father,
Yeah.
and that happened again with my daughter when Tony, she brought her husband up there, and the son just didn't hear the story, and he went over there and he shot over his head.
Good grief. Wow.
So we learned, don't go near there.
I think there were a lot more guns in those days, a lot more Wild West. I've heard a lot of old timer stories about people shooting at animals and people shooting at people.
Yeah, right, I guess so.
Yeah.
And then, like the ferry, I remember when we were just buying the house, and I could see out and everything, and I looked over at the ferry dock, and my gosh, there was two trucks, like in the old days, what do you call them, squatters,
There you go.
and they had mattresses on the rocking chair, and I mean, just like the movies, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is like the movies.
Wow.
And there were two getting on the ferry, and that's the last I've ever seen of squatters.
Huh,
Just
interesting.
when we moved there.
Yeah, I think I've heard about that. I
Oh,
remember
have ya?
hearing stories about squatters. I don't know too much, but yeah,
Oh,
that's
that was
something we could
so-
look into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so out of nowhere that
Yeah.
you could see that. That was kind of interesting.
What's felt the most special about Guimas to you? What do you like the most about Guimas?
When we first got here, the church bell rings on Sunday. I love that
Yeah.
because we were from Europe, we've been in Europe, and it was so wonderful.
Yeah.
And then the ferry dog whistle.
Yeah.
They'd blow the horn when they leave.
Yep.
I thought that was super.
Yeah.
Then they stopped.
Yeah, they did. I know. That's too fast.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
and
What makes you like the kind of noise or busyness? It sounds like you like the
I was always that way.
you like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've done so many different things, and
Yeah.
so many. I've never regretted anything I've done. It's just.
Yeah.
Well, I made some mistakes, of course, but.
Sure.
But I've done so much than
Yeah.
the ordinary person.
Yeah.
Without an education,
Yep.
I'm
Right.
interested in antiques and miniature houses. Right now, I'm making a barn,
Okay.
and now I'm putting. This is going to be my last one that I'm going to make because I have done this for so many years, made houses and so forth, and I had a lot of broken furniture from the little kids getting into things, and so my barn is going to be refinished to finish furniture. And
Yeah.
so that's I'm going to make signs, and I've got a little lift up in my barn to get the furniture upstairs. And I'm just now getting started with that.
And this is a miniature barn, is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah,
really
it's
neat.
like this, and it's tall. And,
Very neat.
Yeah, and
How'd you get into that? Who talked you into miniature anything? How'd you find that hobby?
I've been interested. I did crafts for clubs and so forth, and
Yeah.
giving talks, and I can do kind of most everything. And miniatures was the real main thing, because it's like playing in the house.
Yeah.
But it was everything little tiny, and it was 1 inch to 1 foot,
Yeah.
or even smaller.
Mm.
And but when I came here, I had to get rid of a lot of mine.
Yeah.
I don't have a room like I did.
Yeah.
I had a big house in Yakima.
Yeah.
I didn't get that, so I'm getting rid of my antiques.
Yeah.
And I have so many collections, and I don't know how to get rid of them.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
I've got everything from tea strainers to men's costumes and clothes, and
Yeah.
that thing is bulging in that
Yeah,
house, and
yeah.
I don't know how to get rid of them. And
Yeah.
my kids are worried about how to get rid of them.
Yeah, we accumulate stuff. Humans seem to want to have stuff for whatever reason. Comfort.
I do especially,
Yeah, yeah.
because I had so many interests.
Sure.
I have a lot of collections.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this year but right now my barn's going to take my.
Yeah.
So.
But was there anything else you wrote down that you wanted to make sure you communicated?
Oh, the Dr. Hood is why we got started here,
Yeah.
and anyway, I can tell you stories about all the water and so forth.
Sure.
I don't know.
What's the water stories, or what do you mean by that?
Have you heard of wading crabs?
Sure.
Okay, well, my older kids did that, of course.
Yeah.
And then the scuba diving, they would spear the fish, or, and, well, for instance, like Cactus Island, I remember that they like to go there because they had abalone. And we would buy the abalone, we would get the abalone, and at
Right.
night, you take a pop bottle and bang
Yeah.
them
Right.
to make them tender,
Mm-hmm.
because they're so tough.
Right.
And now you can't get abalone.
Yeah,
It's too. It's
I haven't
too-
seen it. I remember.
And in the
Yeah.
same place, my oldest son, he was a scuba diver too. He was probably in the junior high, something like that.
Yeah.
And he was more interested in that vicinity because they had little shells that were kind of looked like bombs.
Okay.
And oh, he was so excited about picking those up.
Yeah.
And the first time he tried to, he wanted them all, and he couldn't get up.
Yeah.
He couldn't get up, so he had to unload
Oh,
some
wow.
and go back and get some more.
Too many.
But he just loved those in his room and stuff.
Yeah.
And another story is I was babysitting and I find things to do for the kids, and so I had them in the little boat, and this is one of the first times they were going out with me, and Connie had his suit on, and my husband had his suit on, and he said, you follow us, you keep track of us, and with our bubbles, and point where the other one is. If somebody pops up, point where they are. And I said, okay. And he said, if you see a killer whale come that has a fin, head for the island.
Wow.
And go like mad.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
And I said, well, what's going to happen to you? He says, don't worry, we'll be goners.
Oh my.
And
wow.
They really, he was serious.
Yeah, they're called killer whales for a reason.
Killer whales.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, I was with my folks in the big boat, and we were on our way up to Sydney, and there was a lot of commotion in the water, and we wondered what was going on there, but we headed out. We couldn't see what was, so we took off. The next day, in the papers, that was the first killer whale that they had
That it actually killed somebody?
captured. No,
Oh, they
that
captured.
had
I see. Captive. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then from then on, my gosh, now other people were getting killer whales in their museums.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
not museums, but what do you call them?
Yeah, SeaWorld and all
Well,
that kind of stuff.
SeaWorld,
Captive. Yeah.
And now
Aquariums.
they're our friends and everything.
Yeah.
But at that time up here, boy, that was serious.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And he did say that, he said in their bellies, when they're opened up, when they're dead, or I don't know when, but they can eat a whole seal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're violent. They're smart. They're pack animals. They
Yeah.
like hunt in packs. I know as well.
And
Yeah.
so anyway, so that's what he said.
Yeah.
Kind of thought.
Well, anything else you're hoping to get on camera or say or gratitude or anything? Feeling good?
I can't think of any.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Well, no pressure, but yeah, Joanne, nice to meet you, and
Yeah.
I can stop recording, and
Yeah.
again, just thankful to meet you, and thanks.
Well, I suppose we had a place in, we bought a lot at Friday Harbor, not Friday Harbor, was the other?
Roche.
Roche Harbor.
Yeah.
And we scuba dived up there a lot, and they would get gunny sacks full of oysters at that
Yeah.
island that what was it when the movie star bought the island just north of that? Can't think of his name.
Yeah.
And he put exotic animals on there, but
Spiden Island, is that what you're referencing? Spiden Island?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
And the oysters were all over.
Wow.
On the walls, and
Yeah.
there was no limit on
Yeah.
that.
How old were your kids when you moved here? Were they raised on the island? Like, were they kids on the island?
Yes,
Yeah.
they were probably 3 and 7, 9, and I don't know, around there.
And were they didn't go to the schoolhouse on the island,
No.
did they? No, they went to Anacortes schools?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the schoolhouse was long since gone at that time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's gone,
Yeah.
And then from Veal, Mrs. Veal, what's her name?
Jane?
Jane, She had a place on the West Beach?
Yeah, I live there now.
Okay. Huh?
I live there now. That's
Oh, do you?
in my house.
Do you have those little rocks out in front? They're little red, they're called luck rocks. And luck stones.
Okay.
Indian luck stones.
Yeah.
And my kids loved that place
Yeah.
because the whole beach was just these little red rocks.
Huh.
And they had holes, they were modeled.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know
Oh, do
those.
ya?
Yeah, I do.
And the kids just loved them.
Yeah.
They made signs, they made
Wow.
necklaces, they bracelets. Oh,
They're kind of brick colored. They're
no,
brick,
just
not brick.
all red.
Okay.
And oh my gosh, the whole beach was full of
Huh.
And they especially remember that
Yeah.
place because of that.
Yeah. That's a pretty special beach for sure. It's quite nice, and you have a nice beach. You have a sandy beach.
No, right where we are, we got rocks.
Oh, really? You got to go a little further
Yeah.
west a little bit to get.
Because
Okay.
I watched my neighbors
Yeah.
canoe, and later on they put some rocks over on our place.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
So we have to go when
Yeah.
we get our boat.
Yeah.
We want to get our boat, we have to go next door, and we asked if we could.
Yeah.
That
One other quick question. I know your neighbor was Joseph Miller for a long time, and I know he passed away within the last year. Joseph.
Yes.
Didn't he move here as kind of like an octopus? Wasn't he a scuba diver way back when? Is that ring a bell?
Not that I know of.
Okay, I felt like he was like an octopus fisherman or something like way back when. Maybe it wasn't scuba diving at all. I don't know.
No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay.
I wasn't. Speaking of octopus, my husband,
Yeah,
being from France,
Yeah.
they're a delicacy.
yeah,
And he always wanted to get some,
Right.
eat one.
Sure.
So he got one,
Mhm.
and he put it in this.
Was Norm French? Is that when we're saying French?
Pardon?
Was Norm French?
No, if Jacques.
Okay, Jacques, yeah.
I forgot to tell you, then after I was widowed,
Yeah.
then I married Norm,
Right.
a lawyer.
Right, that's right.
Anyway, with John, he put the octopus in there, and he saved, and he had some water in the bottom of the boat just to keep that octopus, because he wanted the kids to see it.
Yeah,
And so anyway, he got to let them see it, and he couldn't kill it because
Oh,
it had
yeah.
such pretty eyes.
oh, they're incredibly intelligent. Yeah, they're
and
very.
such beautiful
yeah.
eyes. He said he couldn't.
Well, good
so
for
he
him.
let it go.
That's good. That's a happy story.
he let it go.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you want to wrap it up? You feeling good? Anything else you want to say briefly?
Oh, I guess not.
Okay.
Probably got a lot of things to say, but,
Okay.
but I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
thanks
know.
for your time. It was fun and appreciate.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, and thanks for sharing.
Okay.